Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today we're going to be ranking the wide receivers in the NFL draft. But before we get started, I just wanted to mention that you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY, and also please make sure to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. Download it wherever you listen to your podcasts. So what I wanted to do today was go through and rank the wide receivers that I think the Jets could potentially take in rounds 1 and round 2. I'm not going past round 2, so I have 12 guys that I want to talk about, and each one's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to start from the top with the 3 guys who I think the New York Jets could take at 11 if they wanted to go wide receiver. My number 1 overall wide receiver is Jerry Jeudy from Alabama. He's 6'1", 193, and he is known for his pristine route running. That's what separates him from the rest. Is he as fast as everyone else? Not necessarily, but his route running is so good. That's what gives him a slight edge over everyone else in the field. Coming in at number 2 is CeeDee Lamb out of Oklahoma. He is 6'2", 198, and he is the yard after the catch god. He is good at getting open. When the ball's in his hands, he knows exactly what to do with it. I was texting with Ryan the other day from Jets Talk 24/7, and we know how much he loves CeeDee Lamb. And I was telling him, I keep watching highlights, and he turns everything into a big play. Gotta love what CeeDee Lamb brings to your team. Would not be upset if the New York Jets drafted him. He is more of a 1B than a number 2, but he's going to come in at number 2 on my list today. Coming in at number 3 is Henry Ruggs out of Alabama. He is 5'11", 188. Smaller, but boy is he fast. 4.2 speed, could take a top off a defense, and we know what Joe Douglas likes to do, or likes to say rather. He likes to say, speed builds pressure, pressure bursts pipes. He loves speed. He talked about it at the Combine, and there's been 2 rumors now of the New York Jets connected to Henry Ruggs. Those are the top 3 that would make sense at 11. The next group of 4 is back half of the first round, early second round. So this could either be if the Jets moved back via trade or moved up via trade from their 48 pick. So this is not someone that I would think should be taken at 11. This is not someone who I think will be there at 48. Instead, this is, like I said, from like the 20s to about 40, in that range. Coming in at number 4 is Justin Jefferson out of LSU. He is 6'1", 202. He is great at making contested catches, highlight reel catches. He just needs to get better at route running. That's what brings him down a little bit of a step versus the big 3. But coming in at number 4 on my list is Justin Jefferson. This is my first guy in a trade back scenario. Next up is Denzel Mims from Baylor, 6'3", 207. He has a unique skill set in terms of size and speed. He has 4.3 speed, which is great for that size. He's really good with the catch radius, but he struggles with separation right now. That's something that's going to have to get better at the next level. Next up on the list, Laviska Shenault out of Colorado. 6'1", 227, has really good size. He's really physical. He just needs to get better at route running also. That's something that should improve at the next level. The last guy on this section, which is the trade back in the first round or trade up in the second, so in that like 20 to 40 window, is Brandon Aiyuk out of Arizona State. He is 6 foot, 205 pounds. He has good size and really good speed for his size. His route running is a little bit flawed, but what he can do in space makes him a really intriguing prospect. To round out my list, these are guys that would be acceptable to take with the 48th pick. My first one on that board is T. Higgins from Clemson. He's 6'4", 216. He is the best red zone threat in this class. He is huge, and he is physical and can use that body. My flaw with him is he doesn't run a full route tree. That's something that's going to have to get better at the next level if he wants to be a more complete receiver, but he is someone who you could just use in red zone packages initially. Next up, I have Jalen Reagor out of TCU, 5'11", 206 pounds, and he is electric with the ball in his hands. He's more of a slot guy, so I don't know if the fit is necessarily right with the New York Jets, but he is someone that I would love to see get the ball in his hands in space. He's not good against press yet. That's something that's going to have to improve on in the NFL if he wants to take that next step forward. Next up on my list is everyone's darling from this class, Michael Pittman out of USC. 6'4", 223. He is a prototypical possession receiver. He has really good ball skills, which I see what people like. Doesn't have good separation, though. That's something that's going to have to get better. But a lot of people think he can project and step right into a wide receiver 2 role. Up next is Chase Claypool out of Notre Dame, 6'4", 238, and boy is he a physical specimen. His size is overwhelming for cornerbacks, but he's not particularly fast, and he's not someone who's going to rack up yards after the catch. He's just someone who's going to dominate corners and just go up top and catch the ball. To round out my list is KJ Hamler out of Penn State, 5'9", 178. He's an explosive slot target, great athleticism, but much smaller body at only 5'9", and his durability concerns at the next level is definitely a red flag, but there is talent there. Those are my guys who I think would make sense for the New York Jets in the first 2 rounds, depending on where they are picking and what their situation is. Let me know how you rank the receivers in the first couple of rounds in the comments below, or get at me on social media. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll talk to you next time.